All right, we got a delivery today. I don't want to show. Okay, I can show this part to us. I don't want to show that part. Tom Anderson, holy shit, all sorts of chocolate chip cookies, and of course I broke one out here. Very good, but kind of frozen right at the moment from it being colder than hell outside. Damn good cookie though. And holy cow. 2-3 baggies full. Okay, so now I've got to witness your famous chocolate chip cookies. Very good. Like I said. Now they're being a little frozen because they were just sitting on my deck. Appreciate your time. Thank you, sir. These will get eaten. Good cold Wednesday morning. Loading corn. About 7:30. I was out here plowing this out for him to get in. Oh, I'm sitting in the tractor and he's sitting in the truck, and when it's time for him to move, I'll call him because it's about 5 below. It's only supposed to go up to maybe 10 today. Yeah, it's cold. My snot's starting to thaw out now. Whew! After getting in the tractor. That was his suggestion. Why don't we get in someplace warm? Yeah, I agree. So, had issues with getting the PTO running on this thing because this has got that, I've explained it before, economy, neutral, and then regular 540. Well, it was, cable was froze in the back. Trying to get it into economy. So we had to rock it back and forth and pry on the cable a little bit. I was moving the handle while the driver, buddy of mine, Andy, also named Andy, was trying to pry on that. So after this, I get to go finish all the rounds of plowing the farm, the neighbors, the older couple down in Meridian and whatnot. But in the meantime, I gotta pay attention because when he gets up there, I gotta call him and tell him to move. We're in the middle now. Yes, I know, some of you are gonna say, you're a wuss, get out, -5 isn't nothing. I just looked at my phone, it's -3 now, it's warming up dramatically. Actually, the sun is out, as you can tell. So, I gotta finish plowing. I don't know if they're coming today or not. That's the county's soil and water tractor with the arm, the boom mower, as you can tell across the road. Maybe tracks along that Shumack hedgerow between the two fields. I had that done. I have all my ditch lines done. Just to keep the trees from growing, the Shumacks down. For what they charge an hour, it's a lot easier to pay them than it is to buy a boom mower, put it on a tractor, whatnot, because they ain't cheap. So it generally costs me, I don't know, between $1,000 and $1,500 every year to get my ditch lines done and these hedgerows that I want. Sometimes I have them go around fields and do some of the edges of fields too if they get grown out. Alright, going back to paying attention to corn now. Well, look what I'm doing again. Just back this under. I got the rest of the bin area back there plowed. Over in front of the old dairy barn. My mother's driveway. My driveway. And they called and wanted to load another load. And now he's hung up there because he got too far over. So we're loading more corn. And I may be unhooking this. Nope, he's getting it. He's getting her. And the other good part about it is it's not 5 below anymore. It's about 9:15. It's 5 above. Yeah. Heat wave. All right, we're loading. Load number 2. I'm back in the tractor. Yep. I know. Call me whatever name you want. I don't give a shit. My feet are cold. That's the only problem with these tractors. It's not like a car or your truck. There's no vent down on the floor to keep your feet warm. It's just all these vents up here along the top. But I know, some of you are going to say, I plow snow without a cab tractor. So did I for years, the old 40-20. And it sucked. When it was winter like this and it'd be cold and we get a shit ton of snow and the wind would be blowing, I'd have my snowmobile suit on, my snowmobile helmet with the shield down, plowing. Yeah. So I don't miss those days. So, you still do it with an old tractor, open station? More power to you. When I get done here, I gotta go up to the neighbors, go down towards the village to do that one older couple I was telling you about. And then hopefully I'm done. And hopefully they don't want to come and get any more corn either, because I want to go to the house where it's warmer. This morning at, I don't know what it was, 6:15, dark, walk into the barn to feed the one cat we got left. Yeah. Got one of them like 25-gallon steel garbage cans with a lid on it. That was all over the place, cat food all over. Yeah, well, the big old fat raccoon that did it scared the living shit out of me too when he come flying out of the old milk house about 3 feet away from my feet, running by me because I didn't turn the light on. Yeah. I might have screamed like a little girl not knowing what was running by me until I actually saw it. Yeah. Alright, so enough of this bullshit. Maybe I'll hit you when we plow down there at the white picket fence place. Good news. All I gotta do is plow them out. They didn't get quite as much snow a couple miles south of us. So the one old guy just called me and said they got 4-wheel drives anyhow. Our driveway's not that bad, so you can see the tractor tracks where the guy mowed that ditch line for me. So all I gotta do is this one, finish in front of my shop where my truck is parked, and I'm done. So I'll see you when I get back to the shop. Alright, there it is. I'm back to the shop. Got the truck running out there. Still got my sunglasses on, so it's kind of dark for me in here, but my regular glasses are over in my driveway in my other truck because I grabbed them when the sun came up. So you'll just have to look at me with my sunglasses on. But anyways, last night, for those of you who've been with me for quite a while, well, since the beginning, quite a while, I've only done this for, I don't know, 2 years, not even, whatever. But our first full legislature meeting of 2021 was last night. So those of you that are new, I'm on my county legislature. So I went to the meeting last night. I had a resolution that I was bringing forward to, ask our health department not to enforce New York State's bullshit mask mandate, which if anybody watches the news, you'll see that a federal Supreme Court judge in New York deemed it unconstitutional that Hochul, the governor, didn't have the power to do it. Only the state legislature has the power to pass it as a law. So, but now they've got a stay and it's going to the appellate court and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. But anyways, so the resolution got tabled, vote of 14-1. You can guess who the one was because I wanted to bring it up, but hell, whatever. I mean, you sit with who you sit with on some of these boards, and the Republicans have the majority. I'll just say that. But anyways, the Democrats decided to bring in a bunch of minorities to trash me again last night, like they did back in June of 2020 for being a racist, which all of our meetings have minutes and they're on YouTube, Cuyahoga County Legislature. Anybody wants to be bored, you can go find where I've ever been racist, go for it. But it was all about the letter I wrote back in the summer of 2020 to our local rag, letter to the editor, about how the so-called peaceful protests, when they were burning buildings down, beating people up, what was it, 25 people got killed? Yeah, peaceful. I said, if you think that's peaceful, you're an idiot, because the people that are doing it are idiots. Well, of course, the local rag and the NAACP and all them twisted it all around that I called our Cuga County residents idiots, which anybody can read the letters. The words Cuga County aren't in there, but whatever. Long story short, which never happens with me, as you know, the Republicans took the majority, and I was made chair of our Public Works Committee. So of course they came in that, you know, a racist shouldn't be a chair because, you know, I lost my chair that year. I was chair of Judicial and Public Safety and blah, blah, blah. And I'm a horrible racist person. The one woman said that I, you know, had personally made racial remarks about her while sitting on the legislature, which nobody can find because it didn't happen. But whatever. It's just, so any of you that thinks when you look at your state politics how fucked up it is in plain English, and we all can see how extremely fucked up our federal government is, yeah, your local stuff ain't much better. It's all partisan bullshit politics. So I got to sit through that last night, and after everybody spoke, I clapped just like everybody else did. Yay, I'll clap my face, you know. It's just, it's crazy. So 2 more years and I won't be running again probably because I'm sick of the bullshit. And as a lot of you know, I switched from being a Republican to an NOP, no official party. So the local party probably wouldn't back me anyhow because, you know, the guy who sat in my seat before me, who is supposed to be a Republican, apparently is all for everybody wearing face diapers the rest of their life and thinks that the in the old arm ought to be mandatory. Yep. Republican Party is just as useless as the Democrat Party in this country, folks. It really is. So I'm just gonna call this a video. Go to the description, go to Mad Moose's link, go check out my t-shirts, hats. You can check out Jimmy's because his shit is below mine on there. And oh my god, the heat's finally going to kick off. I opened that door and I went from 60 to 52 just getting this thing in here and getting the door back closed. So, but we'll see you in the next one, whatever that might be. Might be another snowmobile video, might be more plowing snow. We're supposed to get more snow this week. Might be loading corner beans. I don't know. You'll find out when I do. One last thing for clarification. So I was a Republican. I was what you would call a true conservative Republican, which there ain't many of them left anymore. The reason I left the Republican Party was because back when I got trashed a year and a half ago, the Republican and Conservative Party sat on their ass. And, you know, if you didn't like what I said in the letter, that's fine. Do I look like somebody who gives 2 shits whether you like what I say or don't, or like me or don't? Well, if you do, you haven't been paying attention. But the fact of the matter is, there's this thing called the First Amendment. It belongs to all of us, not just Democrats and rhinos, apparently. And the fact that the Republican and Conservative Party didn't, you know, at least back me that I had the right to say what I had to say because millions of Americans were saying and thinking the same thing, that's why I switched to no official party. Just so you all know before somebody makes a comment that, you know, the Republican Party's better than the Democratic Party. Well, it is, but they both still suck. Everybody in this country should switch to no official party. Screw the whole party system completely. Now I'm done.